There was a time when the streets would fall silent every Sunday morning. No traffic, no hustle, just a country glued to their Doordarshan screens. Not just India, around the whole world where Hindu exists, everyone knows about this Ramayana. And I remember when I was a kid, my parents used to bring the DVD and we all used to watch it together. That time was the era of Ramanand Sagar's Ramayana. It wasn't just a TV show, it was a movement. In 1987, when Ramayan aired, it wasn't about entertainment. It was devotion, it was culture, it was identity. Children folded their hands, elders wept, streets were empty, temples felt quieter. Every frame felt like scripture in motion. Arun Govil became Lord Ram, not just on screen but in the hearts of millions. Deepika Chikalia was our Sita Mata. Dara Singh was not just playing Hanumanji, he put his soul in it. And ever since then, that version of Ramayana has lived in our collective memory, untouched, revered, eternal. Let's be very clear, Ramayana is not just mythology for millions of people. That word myth often implies something fictional, symbolic, or imaginary. But for all the Hindu people, for us, the Ramayana is a living memory, a spiritual, ethical, and historical cornerstone that continued to shape values, traditions, and everyday life. Ramayana is the truth itself. The story of Lord Ram isn't a fantasy adventure, it's a moral compass. It teaches dharma, doing what's right even when it's painful. It teaches sacrifice, leaving behind personal comfort for the greater good. It teaches loyalty and duty. Either it's Mata Sita's devotion, Lakshmanji's service, or Hanumanji's faith. It showed us honor and restraint even in the face of injustice. And above all, it offers divine justice, not through revenge but through righteousness. Across generations, Ramayana has not just been a story, it has been lived. It's sung in temples, it's enacted in villages through Ram Leela. It's read as part of family rituals. Its verses are etched into our wedding vows, our lullabies, and even our festivals. So when someone says they want to remake or reinterpret the Ramayana, they aren't adapting a book, they are touching sacred soil. They are entering territory where emotions run deeper than fanfare. Either even a single misstep, a wrong line, a disrespectful depiction, a careless modern twist can be felt like a wound. Because when you present Ramayana on screen, you are not just telling a story, you are invoking faith, you are carrying centuries of devotion, you are walking through spiritual legacy, something countless saints, sages, poets, and common people have cherished and passed down for over 2500 years. And this is why Ramanand Sagar's Ramayana is untouchable in the eyes of many. He didn't just tell the story, he respected its sanctity. He didn't try to modernize or glamorize it. He delivered it with simplicity, reverence, and an almost divine stillness. Each episode felt like darshan, each scene like a chapter from scripture. The music, the dialogue, the costumes, all steeped in sincerity, not spectacle. That's why it shouldn't be remade lightly. Because Ramanand Sagar didn't just set the benchmark, he became the benchmark. And that's the real weight of retelling Ramayana, not just entertaining an audience, but serving a legacy. And now, let's talk about the demon in the room, Adipurush. When it was first announced, it carried the weight of expectation and devotion. The idea of reimagining the Ramayana with modern technology, big stars, and a massive budget sounded promising. Audience hoped for something grand, a blend of visual excellence and spiritual depth, a film that could honor the epic and bring it to a new generation. But what we got instead was a cultural and emotional betrayal, a film that promised reverence but delivered mockery, cartoonish visuals, cringe-worthy dialogues, and irrelevant portrayals of beloved deities. Adipurush didn't just fail as a film, it insulted a legacy, and that's where the damage was done. It scarred the audience trust. It disrespected the emotion bond people have with the Ramayana. For devotees, this wasn't just bad cinema, it felt like cultural sacrilege. Temples protested, saints condemned it, audiences from devout elders to educated youth rejected it not just for being poorly made but for being tone deaf to faith. But still, the film exists, and I'm really salty about it. The disaster has left a scar, and now any new attempt to bring Ramayana to life will be scrutinized under a much harsher lens. That's the weight Nitesh Tiwari and Namit Malhotra's Ramayana carries. They are no longer just telling a story, they are rebuilding broken trust. They are not just creating cinema, they are carrying the burden of a misstep that deeply hurt public sentiment. And because Adipurush showed us exactly what not to do, the audience and critics will judge everything more harshly now. Is the dialogue respectful? Are the characters dignified? Is the visual treatment grand but rooted in emotion and devotion? Is the storytelling true to scripture or trying to be cool? The shadow of Adipurush will loom large until a film comes along that heals what was broken. And that's the impossible task and the opportunity that lies before this new Ramayana. And they better work on it. And then came the teaser. A single golden arrow piercing through cosmic fire. No faces, no flashy visuals, just a promise of power, purpose, and patience. It didn't scream hype, it whispered respect. A silence that says, we know what this means. We know what's at stake. If you saw the teaser, then you know that what was written in it. I really hope that they will tell it the way it should be, as our history, our culture, not some mythology. They announced part 1 for Diwali 26 and part 2 for Diwali 27. The makers seem to be crafting an epic that will unfold like scripture, not spectacle. The cast we saw includes Ranbir Kapoor as Lord Ram, Sai Pallavi as Sita Mata, Yash as Ravan, and Sunny Deol as Hanuman. Now this is either the most inspired casting in modern cinema or the riskiest. Ranbir has the calm grace and emotional depth, but can he rise to the Maryada Purushottam, the perfect man? No doubt he's a great actor, but portraying Lord Ram is not an easy task. Let's wait for the trailer and then only we can understand how he is going to pull it off. Sai Pallavi with her natural, ethereal beauty brings hope for Sita Mata's role. I really love that she was chosen for the character, but how much effort she is putting will be worth watching. Yash as Ravan is bold. He has the presence, but can he bring the layered charisma and arrogance of Lanka's king? Again, we need to wait for the trailer to understand how he looks and how he pull it off. Though I'm sure he will look good, but I just hope he doesn't come with six-pack abs. Sunny Deol as Hanumanji. Now that's really surprising. But his raw energy and loud devotion may work or fall flat. And then of course Nitesh Tiwari, the man behind Dangal, a storyteller with heart, depth and discipline. But can he handle such epic? Because this isn't about box office, it's about bhakti. And they all need to work like that. I hope they understand that it's about earning respect, not money. The anticipation is real, so is the fear. Everyone is waiting, watching, hoping, because after Adipurush we have become worried. Will the dialogues honor the purity of Valmiki's words? Will the BFX feel divine or like a PlayStation cutscene? Will the film respect the emotion, the devotion, or just chase big screen glory? This film can't afford to be just good. It has to be truthful, it has to be epic, it has to be devotional cinema, not fantasy fiction. If done right, it can become the definitive Ramayana for generations. If done wrong, it will be another scar on our cultural memory. So, to the makers, this is not just cinema, this is Shraddha, Dharma, history, not fantasy. Respect every frame, respect every word, and above all, respect the faith. Because we don't want another entertainment epic. We want a film that speaks like a scripture, feels like a prayer, and stays forever in the heart, just like Ramanand Sagar's Ramayana. The journey of Ram is not just a tale, it's the path of righteousness. May cinema walk it with humility. So here comes the end of the video. Do let us know your opinion about the teaser. Also don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.